best way that I can describe our divinity is using the example of the two eyeballs that were sitting on the wall, like Humpty Dumpty. Just bear with me. So there were two eyeballs that were sitting on the wall, and one of the eyeballs said, I really want to find out more about this thing called vision or sight or seeing. I really want to understand the intricacies of that whole thing. I find it so fascinating. And there's something about it, that just, it excites me. And so the other eyeball, the older, wiser eyeball said, but everything about you is vision. You don't need to do anything to grab a hold of that. There's no experience that you can have that will give you the feeling of I'm seeing, or there's no amount of books that you can read that will give you enough knowledge to now say, now I know what vision is. It's just something that you just do by just being you. You don't need to do anything. You are vision. And the other eyeball just sits there and he's so confused, and he's like, what do you mean? When I read all this stuff about vision and seeing, it feels like if there's anyone that should know about, should be an expert at this, it should be me. And the older, wiser eyeball was just saying, you can't have an experience of seeing, because then that means you have to split yourself into two and have the experience and then have you experiencing it. It can't happen. It's like being it's like an excavator trying to lift itself up. It can try, but it will never work. It's impossible to have that. And so the little guy says, so what do I do then? And the old wise eyeball said, there's nothing to do, because even the act of meditating, trying to gain some sort of insight, is still happening in the name of you being an eye and visioning and all that stuff. So there's no amount of wisdom, amount of manifestation. There's nothing that needs to happen in order for you to have that experience. And that's the trick. You just need to live life knowing that you are the thing that you are looking for. And I know that's a difficult concept to wrap your head around. And that's my best explanation of the relationship between us humans and divinity. It's very hard to grasp that thing or to go find it or to make it happen, because the concept itself of divinity is of, the accountability for everything, the meaning of everything. And that thing comes from within us. It is us.